goodness, guys, it's good to be back. We haven't been back in a while. Back from our trip, and yeah, finally, I can tell you guys what's going on with the truck. So I did get the truck fixed, repaired while we were gone. Now we're back. I want to tell you guys what's been going on with it, what the issue was, how much it cost to get it repaired. Because when I was trying to do research and figure out what exactly was going on, I couldn't find anything really on it. So hopefully this can help you guys out if you're having the same type of issues with your Ram Rebel or Ram 1500 with the 5.7 Hemi in it. Hopefully this video can help you guys out if you're having some similar issues with it. But before we jump into the video, if you're new here, consider subscribing, hit the like button if this video actually helps you guys out or if you enjoyed this content. But yeah, let's jump right into the video. Okay, cool. So I just really needed to clean my car inside and outside. It was just dirty, so I just gave it a quick cleaning. But if you guys saw the last video, what was going on with the vehicle? So long story short, we were on our way into a amusement park, Not Scary Farm, which if you're not subscribed to our theme park channel, it's always linked down below. But we were on our way there in line. It wasn't even like a hot dairy or anything like that. It took us like 20 minutes to get into the parking lot. So we were in line, just slowly creeping along, just in line. I did notice my fan cut on, and the car started sounding a little bit different. Like I was like, okay, that's a little bit interesting, but it sounded a little bit different, and the fans cut on. About the time we got through the line and we were about to park, I just got the warning saying car overheating. I checked my temp gauge. It didn't look like that was hot or anything like that, but the car did say it was overheating. So we just parked and I was like, okay, cool. We'll see what's going on when we get back from the amusement park. So we went in, granted this is like late at night, because this was for the Halloween event. So I looked underneath the car and I noticed liquid. I wasn't fully sure what it was. Was it oil, brake fluid, transmission fluid? Wasn't fully sure. In the front, I popped the hood, checked the dipstick. It did look like the oil inside of the vehicle itself was running low. But I noticed all the liquid, which at this point in time, I think it was oil. It was coming out from the front right passenger side. It was all caked down there. There wasn't anything coming underneath the engine itself or the transmission in the back. It was all coming from the very front of the vehicle. It was just like dumping out. It was all inside my bumper and everything like that. So I was like, okay, this isn't good. Something's going on. I turned the car on because I was like, let me see if we can get out of this parking lot. The car sounded like a diesel. So I was like, that's not good. The thing is running low on oil. But I did have to turn the car on back out of that parking spot. It was so jammed tight in there. The truck couldn't even like barely get out. I had to back up the entire row and like get out of that parking lot. And we went up like not even half a mile, like 3/4 of a mile to a bigger parking lot. I stopped there and parked, called the tow truck, and we were towed back here. The tow truck driver looked at it too, and he was like, hey, it looks like it could be your transmission oil cooler or something like that in the front, because he was like, yeah, it is weird. It's only coming from the very front side of the vehicle, nothing underneath it. It was just coming from the front. So that's where like my biggest issue was. It was basically like a big massive oil leak coming from the very front of the vehicle. So I was gonna take it to a dealership to get it serviced, because I've been working with the dealership, like with my Jeep. I've done stuff there and they've been pretty good to me. What is it, the dealership that's downtown inside LA, so they're like pretty good. But long story short, we were going out of town and I wanted the vehicle to be back by the time we got back into town. They couldn't see the vehicle until like the day we were coming back into town. So I was like, all right, cool, let me give this other place a shot. This other place I've heard good things about, which I'm very happy that I did. So there's everything that was wrong with the vehicle. So I went to go pick it up yesterday, no, 2 days ago, I want to say. They told me to bring it back. They're gonna flush the radiator one more time, but I'll explain that in a second. But I'm happy I went with them. They were able to save me money on some of the parts and everything like that. So I'll tell you everything that they got replaced. So things that were done I needed that. He was able to save me the price on a brand new one from the dealership. He was able to get a aftermarket one from like O'Reilly's. I think he said it was like $300. He said that the one at the dealership would have been like $700, so he was able to save me money there. I was able to get the engine oil cooler, all of the lines for it. He also showed that the thermostat, which he showed me that the thermostat went bad. That's the reason why the vehicle started to overheat. Basically, long story short, the radiator went bad. It was gunked up, which he was able to, they were able to flush it out multiple times instead of getting a brand new one. He said that they were able to flush it out. They removed it, flushed it, and they did it 4 different times. But he told me to drive it around for a couple days, bring it back. They'll flush it one more time just to make sure everything is completely clear out of there, because he said he could save me on the price on that, because he said that the radiator itself wasn't bad. It was just like gunked up. He wanted to just flush it out multiple times. But I had to get the new engine oil cooler, all of the lines for that. The radiator went bad, not the radiator, the thermostat went bad. They had to replace that as well. So basically, that is what cools the oil and sends it back into the vehicle. So they had to replace that, all of the oil to the so basically just did an oil change, the new oil filter. And I also was getting a misfire code on the vehicle as well. So what he also did, he did all the spark plugs in the vehicle, which he did show me. He said that some of these spark plugs looks like there was some rust at the bottom. So he said he's not sure what gas was being put inside the vehicle. At some point in time, there was some water or something, because there was some like rust on the bottom. So he was like, hey, you know, these were probably never done, so if you want, we could do them. So I just elected to get all that stuff taken care of at the same. Overall, I would say the place that I went to, like, he showed me all of the parts, all of the core parts and everything like that. I didn't really film that just because of, you know, inside the middle of someone else's shop. I didn't want to like pull out a camera and start filming. But we do just have to continue to drive it for a little bit more. I'm gonna drive around just a little bit more today, drop it off, and he said that they should be able to get it done like very quickly. I want to get that done because we need the vehicle. There's a whole reason why I wanted to get this taken care of, because we need it. We have people coming into town, and driving the Corvette or driving the Mustang is not really an option when you have 2 extra people with you. So it'd be 4 of us, so we need to have the truck back and fixed. So reason why I did that. So hopefully this will give you guys some so hopefully if you're having the same type of issue, the issue was all of the oil just started leaking out from the vehicle. It was only in the right front section of the truck. It was all in my bumper, everything like that. That's when I knew, like, okay, cool, it's some type of return line. I took off the cover and everything like that, tried to see where it was coming from. I only did see some oil was pooling up underneath in the bumper, like kind of underneath the radiator. So it was basically the thing in front of the radiator. I didn't really see anything coming out of any of the lines or anything like that. It just seemed like it just, you know, that's my thing. I'm not even fully sure. Was it a slow leak over time, or if it all just went bad at the same time? But yeah, I'm very happy about that. But guys, I will say I am really excited for the next couple of videos. I finally did get one of those Insta360 cameras. I'm really excited to use it with the Corvette. I'm really excited to use it with the dirt bikes as well. So we're gonna be doing more content with that type of stuff. And I really want to kind of honestly use it with the Mustang as well. I haven't really taken the Mustang out into the canyons. I don't think really, well, no, only a couple of times. So I'm excited. We can finally get some different type of footage, different type of angles, and like really trying to mix up the content a little bit more. So I'm excited about that. So stay tuned for that. We have a lot more motorcycle, dirt biking, Corvette, Mustang, and Ram Rebel content coming up. And then hopefully in the future, some towing content coming up as well. We'll see what happens in the future. But if you guys haven't checked out our video when we went across country in this Ram Rebel, all the way from LA to Buffalo, New York, check this video out right here. See you in the next one.